I've learned a lot through the school of hard knocks. Not a nice way to learn, but I would say I've learned a lot, and each time I emerge as a better, as a stronger person. I'm Samuel, I'm the CEO of Edible Garden City. I was in both the private and public sectors doing regional management. You probably will ask, what am I doing here in EGC? Is because I felt that I came to a stage in my life where I wanted to use my experience as a force for good. The mission of EGC is to champion the Grow Your Own Food movement. That is a mandate that we have placed on ourselves, and particularly now with food security being the top of the agenda for the government. We do this through an education arm here at the farm, where we conduct farm tours and related workshops on how to grow your own food. We reach out to organizations and schools as well through foodscaping, where we will design, build and maintain edible gardens for them. We have built about 260 edible gardens in Singapore to date. Some of them are in places like rooftop farms, schools, and hotels. The farm is teeming with a lot of activities every day. We start the day as early as 7:30. Our farmers will come diligently at 7:30 to start harvesting the outdoor edibles. That's the best time to harvest them, whether it's edible flowers or leafy green. From there, they go on to do the packing, the sorting, so that it can go out and be delivered to the end customers. Every day there's a lot going on. Our foodscaping team, they'll be out there in the client's premises to maintain all the beautiful edible gardens that we have set up for them, to make sure that they are in a pristine condition for the appreciation of the chef who goes there to pluck the produce for their kitchens, or for a homeowner who values, an edible garden and also picking what they have grown in their garden. I studied pharmacy. Then you ask, how is pharmacy related to something like farming? One of the things I'm an ardent believer of is the kitchen is our pharmacy. Having a pharmacy background helps me to better understand the nutritional value of the various produce that we eat. I felt that there's so much that I have learned. I do not want to keep this knowledge to myself. I want to do my bit to share this knowledge to my fellow Singaporeans as well. The knowledge that in landscape Singapore, farming can thrive both indoors and outdoors. There are certain things that we can actually grow in Singapore which a lot of Singaporeans are not aware of, other than your normal things like spinach, kangkong, cucumbers, Let me give you one example. Like, many people do not know we can grow things like red long beans or even white brinjals. These are some of the things that we can actually grow in Singapore under the normal weather conditions. It's very hard to get people who are trained in farming in Singapore. Out of about the 40 people that we have within EGC, only 2 are really trained in agriculture. For the most of us, we actually learn on the job. And I'm very grateful, I must say, that all the staff possess an insatiable appetite actually to learn. We learn online, we learn through videos, we read a lot. I would say when I wake up every morning, I think the thing that crosses my mind is, what can I do to make a difference with the people that I work with? The day will be spent engaging my team, helping them to arrive at solutions, challenges, to issues at hand. I find that many a times they actually know the answers, and I felt that my role is just to guide them by asking the right questions and in a way directing them to find the answers on their own. On a personal level, I've learned a lot through the school of hard knocks. Not a nice way to learn, but I would say I've learned a lot, and each time I emerge as a better, as a stronger person. One will be when I was running an organization who was then affected by a regional product recall. I would say that's one of the toughest assignments I ever undertook, because overnight, all the products that were actually out there on the shelves were recalled through no fault of ours. I would say that was a very, very difficult episode. but I would say I learned a lot. I learned the importance of managing cash flow, about managing my team's morale. Lifelong learning is personally important to me because I believe that, there's so much to learn in life, and I wake up every morning desiring to learn something new every day. This is a personal philosophy that I like to bring along with the people that I work with. There's never too late to learn, and there's no shame telling people that you do not know. Sometimes pride will kind of stop us, but you just need to be genuine that you want to learn and you want to learn from them. But I have this personal desire to remain relevant with the things that are happening around us, because we know that we are living in an era where things are evolving and changing so fast. It's important not to be faced by the unfamiliar or unknown. I know change is very uncomfortable to most people. It's also uncomfortable to me, but I make it a point that I have to change, and change is a constant. What do we hope to achieve with VGC moving forward? Firstly, we want to be able to make a bigger impact with the community that we work with, extending our reach to more Singaporeans to teach them how to grow their own food. If I were to write a book on personal development, the title I would choose is Your Attitude Determines Your Altitude. I always believe that if one is very positive, that gives you, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of positive energy to drive oneself towards the goal that we're going for. We must be audacious to believe that we can do the impossible, that we can stretch ourselves, and we stretch ourselves, we can get that.